Sophie, and this is Unguided Life, where I am taking it one day at a time, bringing you guys along for the journey to hold me accountable as I budget my way through life. So I need to do a couple things today. I need to, one, reconcile my credit card transactions. Two, I need to reconcile week 1 and week 2 because we're gearing up for the last income breakdown of my September budget, and I make sure everything is clear so the numbers add up. Before doing so, I wanted to share a couple of things. So first thing is, these were some items I picked up from Staples, and I'm so excited because what happened was I ended up paying for this notebook, which is by Martha Stewart, the Pilot G2 pens, and this big 4-color pens. I paid 29 cents, and that's because I had a $14 Staples reward, and then they actually sent me something for the end of August that was $5 off, so I just used that and I purchased these items. So try to save any way that I can. I'm actually going to use this one today because I wanted to stop actually using the other ink pens. I just thought that was too much going on there, and it comes with 2 colors, so we'll see how this actually, we'll do the blue one first, how this pans out. I love the G2 Pilot pens. I needed some more because I thought I didn't have any. I found 2 in the meantime. Crazy, isn't it? So we're gonna put that there. We're gonna go ahead and, oh, this like it was bent. It's probably bent for me because I was doing some crazy stuff. But this is just the Martha Stewart Spiral Notebook. I've used this before. I like to do this as a way to pre-plan a lot of things, especially about and write little notes about my budget. So I'm going to set that to the side. So this is my bill check sheet. This is something I created because I don't know if it was last month or the month before, I forgot a bill because it was a bill within a month, but it fell out of the budget, so I kind of didn't look back at it clearly. I can't remember how it went down. So I created this, and I'm created from month to month, so I can input the due date, the amount, and then I verify when it cleared the account. So everything with checks has cleared, which it should, because we need everything cleared by today, September 9th, because September 10th, we get the new income. So I already know those are the 4 items that we have completed. So then we're going to go to our spending record. As you can see, not too much going on with less categories. I don't have to do a lot of tracking, which is awesome. So this is just the spending record for my cashless envelopes. This is for the September budget because it doesn't look like it's going to spill over into this section. I can actually use this again for October. Okay, so less papers, and we're not killing as many trees. Okay, and so let me see, this is the little key to let me know which is spending for week 1, week 2, then week 3, and week 4. I write the numbers here because I need to make sure that I'm using the right color because my eyes do play tricks on me. So we're going to move that to the side. So we have the weekly check-in here. And one thing I noticed when I did this, and I was missing a category, and that was my Dunkin' Donuts category. So I just lumped that with my personal because for right now, I didn't want to create a new sheet, but I have updated that. So when I print my October weekly check-in, it totally looked different. So for week 1, it went from August 27th to September 2nd. For the bills, the total budgeted was $203.96. And that included the internet, which was $43.96. That included the $160 that goes towards giving. And I know both of those have cleared. So I am going to use the color red. And I'm going to put $203.96. And this writes real smooth. For gas, according to my spending record, let's see here. We spent $33.93. Now, why does this 6014? Oh, I think that I had made a mistake. And I don't even have my thing here. But this is supposed to be 6013. Because I see I adjusted it there, but I didn't adjust it here. So let's make that 6013. I'm not going to worry about it messing up. And then what we actually spent, as I only had to fill up one time. And that was for $26.20. For groceries, I spent the first week $94.36. For personal, I spent all of my personal and only spent $5.70 of my Dunkin' Donuts category. So that left me with, let's not act like I can, $14.30 going into the next week. Oh, I definitely, this needs to be $5.70. I need my whiteout. I need my whiteout. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back with the whiteout. So first, since I got the whiteout, I went ahead and corrected the gas. So let's just put the 6013. Now, I spent $85 plus $5.70. So that I actually spent, and that is red, $90.70. Okay, so for the bills, it was $0. For gas, I did the same thing with gas. Why you not telling me this? Why am I making all this? I guess because I'm kind of trying to like rush, because I do have something on the stove. Well, not on the stove, in the oven. And I just want to make sure I finish this in time. So that left with $26.20. For groceries, it was $5.64. For personal, it was 85 plus 20 minus 90.70. So that leaves $14.30. All right, so the balances here, some balances here carry over here. We're going to go ahead and first talk about the bills. So the bills was different. We had a couple bills. And where's that sheet at? Oh, so this is my second income breakdown, number 2. So it shows the amount that was deposited into the bank account, the amount that I was rolling over, and the total. So for this billing or income breakdown period, it was $782.88. Then for gas, I didn't add anything to gas. I didn't need to. So that was 26. I don't know why I switched the colors. 26.20. For groceries, I added $50 because, of course, I used all of it. I underestimated. And then I shopped at a place that I hadn't shopped. And I'm mad at myself because one of the items actually was expired. And I didn't know it was expired until I went to go get it this week. And I'm like, wait a minute. This should have lasted me until the end of September. But, yeah, that's what I get. And then I end up throwing the receipt away. But it's okay. We're just going to move on from that. We're just going to add that $50 because we still need to eat for the second week. For personal, the only thing left was the $14.30, which was for Dunkin' Donuts. Now, when it comes to the bills, we can set that to the side. Rent cleared. For the streaming cleared and the life insurance cleared. And then $14.41, which was the given, that cleared. I actually moved that to the unbudgeted, and we'll see that shortly. So let's turn this red, and this is $782.88 has cleared. I have not filled up this week, so this is $0. For groceries, I have went grocery shopping, as you can see, and I spent $537, $34.71, $650, $332, and $383. So that's $53.73. And I've gone to Dunkin' Donuts one time, so that's $5.50. So we know that all bills have been paid. So the monthly bill pay checking account, it has whatever is remaining in it from the week before. But all the bills have cleared. For gas, we still have $26.20. For groceries, we have $55.64 minus $53.73. So that's $1.91. For personal, we have $14.30 minus $5.50. So that's $8.80. So we've cleared that out. We're good to go with that. Now, as far as sinking funds, now initially I wasn't going to add anything, but I end up adding in the first week $50 for my retreat, which is my home. I added $25. Yeah, $25. And that was a mistake, because I supposed to spend 20, but I actually sent 25, but it was totally fine. It's totally fine. Savannah, I sent 100. And I didn't send anything to property. Okay, yeah, and it hasn't been no spending at all either. So we're good to go with that. So this is the unbudgeted. As stated, the $14.41, I just transferred it to the unbudgeted. If something came up and I needed to give in this amount, or something was on my heart and led to do something, a small gesture, I knew I'd be able to use this card to do so. Also, from income breakdown number 2, there was $3.23 that was remaining, so I just went ahead and transferred it to the unbudgeted checking account because we're trying to build that up. No specific amount at this time. We're just trying to get into the habit of moving money, moving smaller amounts to this account instead of throwing large chunks as a crutch. Okay, I am back, and because my food went off and I went to go get it, and then I went to eat. Then I turned on the TV, and then I was like, I gotta come back and finish this. So here I am, back to finish this. So this, and just let me know if it's something you're interested in seeing. I'm going to explain it as best as I can, and if it's like, what's too much going on, just say, D, it's too much. I don't need to see all this. But this is how I keep track of my credit card transactions. Anytime I charge or make a payment or any type of fees, I put it here. I do highlight my transactions, and so this is the legend that I use. As you can see, unbudgeted is yellow, sinking funds is blue, envelope system is purple, bills which are budgeted is pink, payments are green. Anytime I have any fees, they're orange. When I make a payment, I indicate using a dot which of the charges that covers. If only a portion of that charge is covered, I put a slash for partial. So I've already color-coded this, so we don't have to go into that. What we need to also determine is which transactions actually need to be covered by my income breakdown, my side income, bills, and any other category. So let's first start with going back to something that I had forgot about, and then I realized. So back on August 14th, there was a hotel charge of $108.48. I have a slash here. So I don't have a dot here, which tells me that a portion of this, it was carried over in my September bill. So after doing my own calculation on the side, I realized that $23.71 was not covered. I'm not 100% sure why I didn't send the full amount, because this was, and I think it's because I didn't send it to the vacation sinking fund. I just paid for out of it from the breakdown, that I did indicate that money being moved. So $23.71 got lost in the sauce. So we know we need to cover that. This is the second sheet. Now I have a slash here saying I partially paid this, but I didn't. So I did not pay that. So, and it's unbudgeted, and it doesn't have anything next to it, which indicates that it needs to be covered in the next income breakdown. So that's $15.32. Then the next thing we have that doesn't have a indicator that it's been paid was the fee, and that $3.11 is simply just the fee from the insurance on the car. In the event that I lose income, they will cover the balance or payments. I think whichever one is greater. So these are all of the payments I made, and these payments were made before my September bill. So by the time I made this payment, my September bill ended up being $353.14. Since then, I've made several payments that equal to or more than the $353.14. So I know I do not need to pay the full amount that I planned at the beginning of the month. So this is why I'm doing this. So I need to know exactly what because I still need to send something, because I do not like this particular car being high, the percentage being high of usage. So we definitely need to get that together. So then the next charge was on the 18th of $37. Then we have the next charge on the 20th, and it says it's unbudgeted, but it says SI, which means side income, which means that this will be pulled from my side income and will not be pulled from my income breakdown number 3. So we're going to keep on pushing it. The next one is side income. So then we have 1069. We have 20. And then the next one we have is $20.33, and it has a slash to mean it's partial. And this was a purchase at Target. I actually returned the item, and that item was $9.63. So that left a balance of $10.70 that I need to actually pay towards that charge. This indicates my flexible spending account, as well as indicate that it has been paid. The next thing is $13.37. And then we have $15.32. And it looks like everything on this page is covered by another category. Let's just look over here. Oh, no, I'm done with that. Let's look over here. So this is side and side income. So this is cash flow. So this particular one, I'm actually going to pull that from side income, but this is going to be separate. I'm not going to include it because it's one more payment, and I'm just going to pay the full amount off where the other one won't show up here. So I don't want to confuse myself or you all. So that's why I put the SI there, so I know. And so $149.22 is the only thing that I need to, and I just write myself a little note, that I need to pull from my income breakdown number 3. Okay, so now I need to go through and for my side income, and I need to calculate that. So we have $71.69.20. Then we have another $71.69. Then we have $43.52, $10.97. Now these two charges here, they actually are refunds. So I need to indicate that because there are refunds to the charges, the 43.52 and the 71.69. So I need to indicate that to make sure that I know exactly how much needs to be pulled from my side income. So that's $190.65, and that's come from side income. And the reason why I do this is because I need to find out what's the breakdown of this balance. So then the next category we have is bills, and it looks like the only two bills that has not been covered is the $14.93 and then the $38.54. So I know that I need to pull $53.47 from my credit card checking account, and that's usually where bills are housed until they hit my credit card. Then I have the following category, following transactions, $61.57 and $25.14. So that is $86.71. And I'm going to pull that from a giving. And so I made this purchase on my credit card with the intentions of pulling this from my future extra giving. Now I have automatic giving, I have extra giving. So this will be coming from my extra giving at this present time. So I'm just going to add this up and see if it equals that to make sure I have accounted for all of my transactions. And I'm already making mistakes, so let me go erase that. And it doesn't look like we are way more. Maybe I typed something wrong. 190.65. Yeah. I'm like, that was too soon. And then 86.71. So I know that we have, oh, I missed one. Because we have the $5.50. And that comes from the cash envelopes, our cashless envelope category. So that should put me where I need to be prior to. And then the $13.37. All right, that looks about right. So let me just put down here the $13.37. And this is side income week 1. And this is going to come from the side income week 2. So anything I pull in from week 2, I'm going to pull from there. And maybe I should put it here so I know. Okay. So there we go. I've verified all my transactions, so I know that this month these transactions and these needs to go on to reconcile my credit card balance by what did I say? 9/15. So they need to be paid by 9/15. So anything that falls after that, such as I know I have a future transaction with my chiropractor. I know prior to the 15th, I know that I'm going to continue on with Hulu because 9 Perfect Strangers, I have to keep watching that. And then I forgot it was another series I started watching on an airplane, like when I was traveling, and I want to start it back up because I didn't finish it. So I am going to add Hulu to my October billing. I don't know if it's going to keep going. We will see. We will see. But I know that I need to have some movement here by the 15th. And I'll keep this little note. And each time I do it, I gotta make the payment. These payments should reflect here. And I'll just put a check, check, check. And we should be good to go on the next time I do this. All right. It's time to close up shop so I can finish watching my show. It has definitely been a pleasure of walking you through my process of reconciling my expenses for the week or weeks as we go along. If this was helpful for you, please share it with someone else. Everyone hit that thumbs up. Peace out.